I always thought the worst way to discover betrayal would be in silence, an email, a text, a whispered rumor. I was wrong. The worst way is watching your wife get exposed in front of a room full of people who respected her, people whose opinions could destroy her career in a heartbeat. That's exactly how I caught Riya with her boss, and it happened during a company shareholders meeting I wasn't even supposed to attend. Riya was ambitious. She worked at a large firm, rising faster than many expected. I was proud of her, or at least I used to be. Late nights, emergency meetings, and weekend trips were brushed off as the price of her success. But over time, the excuses piled up too neatly. Her phone never left her hand. She kept her laptop locked with new passwords. And her boss, a married man twice her age, suddenly seemed to feature in every story she told about work. I suspected something, but suspicion isn't proof. The proof came by accident. One night while she was asleep, a message popped up on her tablet that synced with her phone. It wasn't work-related. It was intimate, suggestive, filled with the kind of language no mentor uses with an employee. I stared at it for a long time, my stomach sinking. Then I scrolled. There were months of messages, plans to meet at hotels after business trips, photos that left no doubt, and even references to keeping the board in the dark. That phrase stuck with me. I decided not to confront her right away. Rage would only give her the upper hand. Instead, I planned something deliberate. I copied everything, texts, photos, receipts, and built a file thick enough to crush any denial. Then I waited for the right stage. It came in the form of her firm's quarterly shareholders meeting, an event she had bragged about for weeks. I wasn't invited, of course, but with some quiet help from a friend in the IT department, I secured a guest pass. I dressed in a sharp suit, walked into that conference hall, and sat in the back, unseen but ready. The meeting was polished at first. Executives boasted about profits, strategies, and growth. Then Riya and her boss took the stage together, presenting as the perfect professional duo. My hands tightened around the file in my lap. When the Q&A began, I stood up. My voice carried across the room. I have a question, but it's not about company performance. It's about integrity. Heads turned. Riya's face drained of color the moment she recognized me. Her boss shifted uncomfortably. I walked to the front, handed packets of evidence to the board members and major shareholders, and spoke calmly. This company deserves transparency. What you have here is proof that your executive and my wife have been engaged in a months-long affair, using company time, company funds, and potentially compromising the firm's reputation. Gasps rippled through the room. Phones came out. Shareholders flipped through the documents, their expressions hardening with each page. Riya tried to stammer something. This isn't what it looks like. But the screenshots told their own story. Her boss attempted to intervene, calling it a personal matter, but I cut him off. Not when it involves company resources and the integrity of leadership. These shareholders deserve to know the truth. The room erupted. Some demanded an immediate closed-door session. Others whispered furiously. Riya broke down, her composure shattering in front of the very people she had spent years trying to impress. Her boss's career collapsed in real time as board members asked for him to step aside until a full investigation could be completed. I didn't linger. I'd done what I came to do. As Riya called my name, begging me not to leave, I turned and walked out of the conference hall, her pleas echoing behind me. My lawyer already had the divorce papers drafted and ready to file. I wasn't just ending a marriage. I was ensuring she'd have to live with the consequences of humiliating the one person who trusted her most. She wanted secrecy, but I gave her exposure. She wanted control, but I handed it to the people she feared disappointing the most. Watching her freak out in front of the shareholders wasn't just revenge, it was justice. She destroyed the life we had. I destroyed the illusion she thought she could hide behind.